Key pass over to Quick. Quick will stop. Pop from three. Yes!
There by Nick King. Ball stolen away. Ahead to Gray. And Gray jams it home.
A statement win by the Singapore Slingers against the Taipei Fubon Braves, while the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas stays on top while defeating the Saigon Heat. All that and more in this edition of ABL Recap.
Subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified of the latest videos of the ABL. Follow all of our social media accounts and visit our website for more updates.
What's going on, everybody? Yo-Yo Sarmenta on hand for this edition of ABL Recap. Just me today, and I've got for you two games that we will unpack. Singapore Slingers taking on the Taipei Fubon Braves, while the San Miguel Alab Pilipinas played host to the visiting Saigon Heat. First, we go to Singapore. The Slingers took the 106-99 overtime victory over the Taipei Fubon Braves. It was a much-needed win for the Singapore Slingers, who reached the 500 mark again this season with a 6-6 record, and they did it thanks to a career performance for Leon Quick. He had a career-high 26 points while knocking down 7 threes, the most he's had in his ABL career. So it was a personal best performance for Quick. And Marcus Elliott was also instrumental with 25 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, while Alexander had 24 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists. Another triple-double for the X-Man. And this was the potential of the Singapore Slingers that we've been mentioning all throughout the season, as two former MVPs reached their numbers and the local scorer got his. Once again, Quick with a career-high 26 points, and that paved the way for the win. And surprise, surprise, Singapore knocked down 11 threes in this ball game. So that was a big difference against the Braves. For the visiting team, Maxi Esho had a huge game, 25 points. This was his first time going back to Singapore, where he and the CLS Knights actually won the ABL title last year. He was named the finals MVP at the OCBC Arena, and he had a good game actually. He had 25 points, knocking down clutch shots down the stretch, but still cannot get the win. Chuck Garcia also had a good game, 25 points, 10 rebounds. OJ Mayo with 20 points, but he did have 5 turnovers. After Singapore Slingers just made the right plays down the stretch, and the breaks went their way. And once again, the final in Singapore, 106-99. Moving on to our second game, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas taking the 82-75 win. San Miguel Alab Pilipinas were up by 23 points in this one. They were up in the third quarter, but the Heat came roaring back in the fourth, cut the deficit to just 4 points with just 4 seconds left, actually. The Alab just made the right plays down the stretch, but the significant thing for the Heat, Sam Thompson with 32 points, which is a career high for him in the ABL, alongside 11 rebounds. And in the fourth quarter, Thompson was with 4 Heat locals as they rallied back against San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. But Alab simply had too many weapons down the stretch. Nick King finished with 26 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Godly numbers for Nick King. Sam DeGuara with 15 points, shooting 7 of 8 from the field. And Brickman finished with just 5 points, but he did have 14 assists. The critical stat for Alab Pilipinas were their 57-42 rebounding edge. And that was led by, of course, by Sam DeGuara. They also limited the Heat to 36% shooting. Alab Pilipinas now rises to second place in the standings with a 9-5 record, as the Fubon Braves, who lost also last night, they are now in 9-6. So Alab takes the second place, while the Heat are still at the bottom of the standings with a 3-10 record. So once again, Alab 82, the Saigon Heat 75. Before we end this edition of ABL Recap, our next game for you guys is February 12, Wednesday. The Taipei Fubon Braves taking on the Kuala Lumpur Dragons in Malaysia. The Braves are hoping to bounce back, coming off a loss against the Slingers. So they will take on the Dragons, who are actually also coming off a loss against the Heat. And that will do it for this edition of ABL Recap. Don't forget to follow all our social media accounts. Click, subscribe, like. For more information, log on to our website. Once again, this has been Yo Sarmenta, and good day to everyone.